And I know you just did a piece over there on the most important non-quarterbacks, reevaluating this Packers roster. So give us a quick rundown. Who are some of the cornerstone players for the listening audience at home that we should know about?
For context in that piece, it was looking at something that myself and Peter Bukowski, my co-founder at the Leap, had done in the offseason. This was before the Micah Parsons trade. Obviously, Micah Parsons would have appeared on that list of
Sure.
most important non-quarterbacks had we done it with knowledge he was going to be there. But the point of the exercise was to figure out where sort of the pivot points on that roster were. They're like, this part of the roster is great, but if this player were to become unavailable for whatever the reason, that the roster would really hurt. And for the most part, it came down to those frontline defensive players and Zach Tom, the right tackle. Now,
Hmm.
Zach Tom has in fact missed most of the season to date. He, played week 1, got hurt near the end, didn't play week 2, tried to play week 3, lasted literally one snap before he had to go back out again, and didn't play in week 4. And you can see what has happened with that offense in his absence. Now, it is still one of the best offenses in the league, but the way that it functions is significantly different. Weeks 1 and 2, when they were in one case playing with him virtually the entire game, or in week 2 when they weren't super concerned about the pass rush, this is an offense that was literally more vertical than any other unit in the league. Jordan Love had an average depth of target that exceeded every other quarterback with like whatever the minimum amount of attempts was. And then weeks 3 and weeks 4, when Zach Tom is effectively not there, and they're playing, in the case of Cleveland Browns, one of the most talented defensive fronts with Myles Garrett there, the offense shifts gears. It was still able to put up a lot of good yards, but it was not going vertically. It was a lot of short passes, a lot of stuff done in the screen game. The average depth of target just plummeted. They had to work around that absence. So, if Zach Tom comes back after the bye, I don't think that's going to be a huge issue for them, as long as he can stay on the field from that point, because he has this like oblique tear. You don't really know how those things are going to hold up.
Hmm.
But if they were to miss him for an extended period of time beyond what they've currently lost, I do think you're going to see more issues with that passing game, because even though it's clearly a unit that can put up huge points, I mean, we just saw it